What you're supposed to be looking at took me 2 years to catch what I caught. And this was happening over my house for 2 years, every night. And let's get started. Finally decided to pull out my phone and I recorded what you're about to watch. This thing that you're about to see come to the screen, flashing crazy, is the unidentified flying object that I caught.
Yes, I said it, UFO.
I don't know what it was, but I know it wasn't a satellite.
Yes, I said it, UFO.
Sure in hell wasn't no jet or no plane. There it goes. The UFO. Literally a diamond right there. Hard to catch. Went around like a fly in the sky.
You guys see that?
Diamond-shaped object. Literally a diamond.
UFO.
And it had these strobe-like lights flashing all around it.
UFO.
That's all the colors that you're seeing bouncing all around the screen. I don't know. It's a diamond. You can see it. And there it goes. And it went from purple to blue to yellow to red to green to orange, and that's what caught my attention. I don't know, it was a diamond jumping around in the sky. And let's get started. Unidentified flying object, and I had many witnesses that were standing out there when I recorded it.
UFO. I know what I saw. UFO. You guys see
Along
that?
with my son's father,
UFO.
his brother, and one of our mutual friends. They were all there. We all have been seeing this thing, and I finally sat outside and I called it.
UFO.
Believe me. Moving around in the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have the big muddy monster. Now this monster is originated to be seen in Murfreesboro, Illinois. It has repeated sightings and smellings of this monster. This is an animal often likened basically to a Sasquatch in size and in its appearance by the locals. They also say that it does have a skunky smell. The Bunny Man. The Bunny Man was found near North Virginia. This may or may not be considered a cryptid, but I do like this story anyway. So the first story says that a man possibly escaped from a state facility. It doesn't say which type of state facility. He lived in the forest and he wore rabbit pelts to stay warm. The second story is that a man likely did escape from a state facility, but the man was being experimented on. He escaped, but when he did escape, he had already formed into half human and half bunny. The Lake Worth Monster. The Lake Worth Monster is from Lake Worth, Texas. It roamed the lake and allegedly was caught on camera in 1969. The White River Monster. Now the White River Monster is from Arkansas. This creature reportedly was spotted over the river banks of White River around Silver
So I wanted to give you guys my experience of first time seeing a demon. So I'm gonna say this as fast but as, understandable as I can. So, picture me, I'm in middle school. I used to go over my cousin's house every day. It was not normal for me to be at her house and for her to be at mine. She also has an older brother. His bed's on one side, her bed's on one side, and then there's a big middle. One particular night, I was staying up there. We're asleep, okay? We're knocked out. All of a sudden, I hear my name being called. And it sounded like Chelsea. I'm thinking it's my cousin. So I'm ignoring it. It keeps happening. So I just hit the bed. It stops. I didn't look at the bed. I didn't lean up. I just hit the bed. I said, yo, I said his name. Yo, stop. I start hearing my name again. Finally, this time, I sit up. I hit the bed. And I look over to my right. He's not there. It dawns on me. He never stayed there that night. He went and spent the night at his best friend's house. He was not there. He wasn't even there when we ate. He was gone, So as I'm realizing that, I start hearing my name on the left corner of my ear. And I pan and I turn. And no lie, there's this maybe 10-foot cloaked demon to me. I couldn't see its feet. I couldn't see its arms. It was just mass, cloaked. The only thing I could see was its smile. It was like a Chester cat. It was just real big and it didn't move. It stood there smiling at me. I couldn't even see a face. I seen mouth and dark eyes. And as I'm looking at it, I'm just staring at it. Because I'm thinking, okay, maybe I'm asleep. I'm tripping. I have had a life-death experience. When I was a kid, I drowned, and I was resuscitated back in. And a lot of people say once you cross over and you come back, you can bring stuff with you, or, you can see things. Well, it's not a lie. Believe me, don't believe me, laugh. I don't care. So, I'm looking at this thing, and it's saying my name, but its mouth's not moving. It's like... I start to hit my cousin, and I'm saying her name, because see, I'm still logical. I love science, and yes, I talk about a lot of, as people may say, crazy things on my channel, but this stuff is real. So I always look at things with a logical mind. I have an open mind as well. I'm not crazy. I don't have a carnival mind. I have a fun personality, but I'm not naive. So I'm hitting her, and I'm like, look, and I point. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at her, and she's screaming. That's when I realized this ish is real. Like, this is real. It's real. So she's freaking out. I got into fight or flight. I got the hell up out of there. That would probably be the most, till this day, and I'm 36, that was the most terrifying thing I've ever been through in my life. And I've been through some things, honey. And it was the most, I had to get the courage from somewhere to run past something I've never seen before in my life. Not knowing if it was going to snatch me. I didn't know what was going to happen. But I got up, and I kind of jumped off his bed. And like I said, the door was right there on the right. The closet's on the left. It's in the middle. So I'm athletic. Thank you, Jesus. So I hit the bed, and I kind of do this back matrix before the matrix existed thing. I flip over on the floor, and I army crawl, I roll past the bathroom door, because it would be on my right, into their bedroom, her parents' bedroom, because it's straight across from their bedroom. I jump in the middle of their bed. I'm telling them there's something in there, there's something in there. Before they can even get up, My cousin comes in screaming, jumps in behind me, says the same exact thing.
There's something in there.
No, they didn't believe us. No, my parents didn't believe me. And I never stayed the night at her house again since I've been in 7th grade. I will go up to the house today, to this day, but I have not been in that house, honestly, since I was in 7th grade. And like I said, I'm 36 years old. So, I believe it was a demon. It is what it is. I don't ever want to see it again. But you guys need to know there is negative and positive out here. There is good and there is evil. There is God and there is a devil. We just give them names. But whatever these entities are, they're out here, man. Fairies, gnomes, these things are out here. And for us to sit here and think that we're just it, and there's really nothing magical about what's going on this planet, because people are so blind to see past what they want to see, or just maybe they're afraid because it changes everything in their reality. Well, my reality's been changed since I was a child, and nobody's gonna stop me from continuing to speak my truth, seek knowledge, and spread, continue to talk to people. I'm not gonna, stop, dude. Like, this stuff is real. It's out here. And if you were to go through an experience, I would hope somebody would at least listen to you, or, at least try to believe you. So with that being said, guys, do not obey. Stay woke. The history of the Minotaur. Let's talk about the Minotaur. In Greek mythology, the Minotaur was a monster with the body of a man and the head and tail of a bull. Due to the Minotaur's monstrous form, King Minos ordered the craftsman and his 2 sons to build a large, huge maze known as a labyrinth to house the beast. Be careful when you enter a labyrinth. For all you know, the Minotaur may be waiting. Monsters. Body of a man and the head and tail of a bull. Body of a man and the head and tail of a bull. Body of a man and the head and tail of a bull. Beware if you walk to your labyrinth, because the Minotaur cut. Helens Bridge. In the 1930s, a local Asheville woman whose name was Helen was starting a new chapter in her life. She was a mid-aged single mother in her late 30s who just gave birth to a beautiful young girl. Due to a tragic cooking accident, Helen's house caught fire one evening. She ran upstairs to grab her daughter, but fell unconscious from the smoke. Firefighters reached both Helen and her daughter, pulling them out into the streets. They brought Helen back, but they could not save her young baby. Helen awoke to the news that her child, her only reason to live, had perished. She instantly became heartbroken. She spent the following week grieving over her loss. Eventually, the pain became too much, and she went into the woods, where she found the bridge and she hung herself. Her only reason to live. She remains attached to the bridge to this day, hunting those who visit her. When you visit, typically during the evening hours, you must call her name 3 times. Helen. 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 Before she appears from the smoke. she won't appear for just any old visitors. She likes to make herself known by either calling out in a loud scream or influencing cars. Due to a tragic health accident. This includes locking cars from the inside, from the smoke, draining the batteries, and more. Visitors say it is not an evil spirit, but rather one who misses her daughter. Her only reason to live. She will remain at the bridge, playing with guests, and remembering the day she lost her little one. End. Helens Bridge. Call her name 3 times. Haunted forests around the world. Epping Forest, England. Known for a murder committed by the highwayman Dick Turnham back in 18th century, this forest is 9 miles covered with thick trees that have not been cut in over 100 years. Sightings of ghosts, spirits, and sounds of drum noises of deceased soldiers have been commonly cited, heard, and mentioned. Downhill Forest, India. This forest surrounds the Downhill Victoria Boys School. This is known to be one of the most haunted places in India. The school hallways are said to be filled with footsteps, even when the school is open or closed for holiday. Rumors say there has been multiple murders. Woodcutters have even reported sightings of decapitated boys walking along Death Road. Death Road, which is a path that stretches between the school and the forest. Decapitated boys, scary as hell. Elton Forest, California. Known to be one of the most haunted forests in the Cali region, it's located near San Diego, once home to the Native American tribes. It is also site of an abandoned insane asylum. But the most common story people will hear is when gypsies were said to have lived there. Back in the 1800s, they were chased out and even murdered by the townspeople. The remaining gypsies cursed the forest, so hikers and visitors have reported sightings of ghostly women in white dresses and a spirit riding a white horse. Witchwood Forest, England. This forest is known for apparitions of crying children in a horse-drawn carriage and a touch of a hand out of nowhere. Then there's a story of a ghost named Amy Rosebart. She was the wife of Earl of Leicester. She mysteriously died, though, of a broken neck. Her husband said that he had seen her ghost while he was out hunting in the forest one night. Supposedly, her ghost told him that he had 10 days to live hunting, and after those 10 days, that man surely did die. So they say if you run into the ghost of Amy, beware, because you may have only 10 days left to live. 10 days to live hunting. Devil's Tramping Ground. Now this is located in North Carolina. Go Tar Heels. This forest holds a round of mysteries. There is a patch that nothing in this area will grow. Local legend states that this circle is where the devil does come out at night, and he paces and he faints. Rumors claim that no human has ever been able to spend the night at the ground, but I do think there have been some brave people. One other rumor is that there have been sightings of UFO landings. And he paces and he faints. And he paces
Forest, Germany. This forest was used in the Brothers Grimm film Hansel and Gretel. Located in southwest Germany, it is known to be home to werewolves and witches, honey. One cool fact, or weird fact, is that the people there are known for their carnivals. They love to dress up like witches, demons, and scary spirits. Werewolves and witches, honey. The Island of the Dolls. This forest is located in the canals of Mexico City. As we can see, it is definitely covered in creepy-ass dolls. Local legend has it that the island caretaker hung the first doll there to honor a little girl that he had found drowned. He thought that the doll was hers. The caretaker felt that he was being haunted by her spirit. I don't know why though. This is when he started putting up more dolls and more dolls to hopefully appease her spirit. 50 years later, the island is full of dolls, and he reportedly drowned in the same spot as she did. Now that makes me think, could he have had something to do with that girl's drowning? Creepy ass dolls. Suicide Forest. This forest sits northwest of Fuji Mountain. Known as Suicide Forest or the Sea of Trees, it has been the site of many, many suicides dating all the way back to the mid-1900s. I wonder why that even started there. There are reports of Greek mythology that the forest was associated or connected to demons. So this is where it got its reputation as far as what I guess could possibly have started people wanting to kill themselves there. Pine Barrens, New Jersey. During the colonial era, this area was bustling with sawmills, paper mills, and a town to accompany them. Soon the town was abandoned because coal was found in Pennsylvania, leaving this town a complete ghost town. This forest is also known to be home to the Jersey Devil, a beast with kangaroo-like features, a face of a horse, head of a dog with bat-like wings, horns, and a tail. Legend states this beast was the 13th child of a woman named Deborah Lee. She was known to be pregnant with this child in 1735 when she offered the child to the devil. Upon birth, the newborn sprouted talons and hooves and wings. Now, it's locally reported that he killed his mother and siblings before disappearing. Now, why did she give him up? Was she like forced? I want her to give him up to the devil? Sort of like Rosemary's Baby? People still today even say they still see the Jersey Devil.